Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Titans are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against the Giants defense that wants to make quick stops.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. So that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Back to Philly. Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Tight
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, that's Marsh. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right near the 27. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Defense showing blitz. Mariota on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's Waters. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Back there to Philly, here we go!
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 42 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Switch!
Now the offense lining up first and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Now let's go! No, watch it now, Barney! No, check, Patriot!
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go! Gun!
They'll look to throw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Titans getting set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And to give this time to the tailback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Waters. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Play action now. Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go now. No, check. Over.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. No, check. Patriot. Leopard. Check. Lucky.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is down deep into Giant territory. They give him a gain of 38. And the 6th pick in 2011, Julio Jones, always good for some yards after the catch.
It's one of the best parts of his game, and you date that back to his time at the University of Alabama. If he caught a short pass, the play wasn't over. Play might have just been starting. He either won games or created big plays for his team doing that throughout his career.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd down following the run. And the wideout in motion. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down, Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They come out here in the eye. Second and goal to go now. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal. Mariota got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Eluding the pressure right. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go. Hot.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And to give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Please, Detroit! Detroit! Hey, check three. Watch it now, Barney. West, quick. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Green 39. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Kill.
And some room to maneuver. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Keith Mumphrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. New York set to take the field. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go. Blue line. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back down in Philly. Here we go.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check 26, check 26. Ringo, Ringo, Ringo. Set. Green. Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a gain of 5 on the play. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Let's go. Leopard 19.
Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Detroit! Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here we go now. Blue Leopard. Detroit.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll be a New York first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check. Crunch. Here we go now. 3-19.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson.
Oh,
he will not go down.
After we take those ankles.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richards. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They come up in an offset eye. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got room. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.